Hey everyone, and welcome back. It's my favorite time of the week, product update time. This is for the week of March 12th, 2022. And I'm excited about this product update video this week because we have so much that we pushed this week that we've been working on for a while and testing for a while. And we just made it live and we are actively testing it on several clients, stores, etc. Lots of product updates, so bear with me as we go through this. But the theme, I guess, of this week's product update is Shopify connection and connecting your Shopify store with your Matterport tours and using Openhaus as that bridge. I think one of the stores that I'll show as an example in this product update, we helped them create a shoppable virtual tour of their showroom in Dallas. And I mean, we need to get some official numbers. We're going to do kind of a case study recap and get some official numbers, but I'm not exaggerating when I say that through this Shopify connection that we helped them with, we saved them dozens and dozens of hours tagging their tour and creating this experience. So it's a big game changer. We're super pumped about it, and it's just the beginning. We're going to start in our Openhaus portal. So I'm logged in as one of our clients, Austin Avenue, and I'm going to show you some of the updates we made here. So we've previously been testing some connections with Shopify and using that to get product data. Well, now we kind of have an official Shopify app that is being reviewed on the App Store. And why this is important is because one of the biggest hurdles to creating 3D shopping experiences is the product data that goes inside of those shopping experiences. First of all, it's just really, really time consuming. If you were to try to go in and add product data one at a time for every product that's in a retail store, I'm telling you, like I said, it would take you dozens and dozens of hours, especially if you have a store that has hundreds of SKUs. So that's problem number one, is product data is complicated. There's if you think about 200 SKUs, and then for each of those SKUs, you have an image or multiple images, a title, a price, a compare at price, meaning what full price is versus the discount price. Let's see, I might have said description already, and then that product might have variants. Basically, you can quickly see that you have, thousands and thousands of different vectors of product data when you times the pieces of product data that are required for one product, and then you times that by a store that has hundreds of SKUs inside of it, you're talking about thousands, tens of thousands of data points that need to be entered manually in a store. And trust us, we've tried. It takes dozens of hours to do that in a 3D experience. So with Openhaus and with the Openhaus portal and with this Shopify bridge that we've created, we're saving dozens of hours. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is updating that. When a product goes on sale, you want to be able to know that inside of your virtual store experience. So if I have a product that we decide to sell at 50% on e-commerce and in person, well, I also want my virtual store to represent that 50% off as well. Or if a product goes out of stock, if I get out of inventory, you don't want to have to go into your virtual store experience and hide that tag and do all that manually. You just don't want to have to think about it. So with the Shopify bridge and soon other commerce platform bridges that we're actively developing, you are going to be able to have all of that product data dynamically refreshed and updated inside of your spaces. So your virtual store it represents what's taking place in your physical retail store and in your commerce platform backbone. I'll go through and just kind of show you what we've built from, kind of the store owner's perspective. So for this, I want you to put yourself in the shoes of Austin Avenue. You're an e-commerce brand, and you wanted to connect to your Shopify store with your Openhaus portal account. So we added this new section. If you have a Shopify store in your Openhaus portal, you can click Manage Shopify I'm going to click Austin Avenue, and it says I'm connected to Austin Avenue.myshopify. My latest sync was on March 22nd at 3:48. March 22nd. Oh. Now this is going to sync for us. We're working on efficiency and making this sync faster, but you can see right here that there's 313 products at least that are being synced with my Openhaus portal. So you can see those products here. Not going to take you through all that, but it's just giving you a preview of all the products that are being synced from Shopify and going to be made inside of Openhaus. Now I'm going to go back to my portal, and I'm going to show you how this is important. So Austin Avenue, they place a lot of product in influencers' homes, and what they'll do is using Openhaus, they will create 3D shopping experiences of those influencers' homes that the influencers can share with their audience, shop the Austin Avenue products, etc. So there are only a couple homes showing up here, but I'll show you an example of one. So if I click on Caroline's home, I can see the home. You guys have seen this before. This is my managed space page. I can see the rooms in this home, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to choose a room. I'll click bedrooms here, actions, add products. So this is what's different. This is so awesome. Normally, if I am not connected to Shopify, this is how you normally add products. You get the product link, and then you click on the matter tag to say this is the matter tag that this is. But now, because Austin Avenue has connected their Shopify account with their Openhaus portal, I can click choose a store, Austin Avenue, which is the store I just showed you was synced. And now I can add products to this bedroom in Caroline's home, but I'm using my Austin Avenue catalog. This one is not going to work. We're going to have to rewind this, but because the products have already been tagged in here, the matter tag, excuse me, let me zoom out. The matter tag that was just right here won't appear. But pretend like we haven't tagged this room yet, and the matter tag is right here. What I'll do is I will choose a product, and it's loading my products in my catalog, and you can see all of these products that have been dynamically uploaded from my Shopify store. Because I connected it, all my Shopify product data is in here. Looks like we have a couple of duplicates from Austin Avenue in here, so we'll have to go in and clean that up. Like I said, hey, this is new. We're testing, we're getting it set up, but all of these products are from Austin Avenue's Shopify catalog. I click on chandelier here, and then if I hadn't tagged this home already, I would click matter tag and then click on the tag that I wanted to. Then I can add another product, same deal. Let's choose this sofa, matter tag, boom. Pretty cool. So normally, like I said, that process would take hours and hours and hours for you to manually go look at your product catalog, have your 3D tour, 3D experience pulled up, and then you would have to copy and paste product title, product image, product description for each and every single product in your store. But with this, all of your catalog product data is at your fingertips, so you can use it when you're tagging your spaces. So saving a bunch of time, and we're super, super proud of this. Let me check my notes here. What else are we talking about? As I mentioned, okay, I'll give you another example. So Scout Design Studio, they're one of our newer clients, and we're super pumped to be working with them. They have a really, really cool store in Dallas, and they have a Shopify e-commerce store online, but they also have a retail showroom in Dallas, and part of their product catalog, you can kind of see up here, they have furniture, lighting and decor, vintage pieces, etc. They have kind of an interesting use case because a lot of their vintage pieces are one-of-ones. So they might have wall art that they have multiple, inventory count of, but their vintage pieces are like one-of-ones, they're antiques or other vintage furniture that has been repurposed and being resold through Scout Design Studio. And so it's really important for them if they have one of these 101 pieces sell, it needs to become unavailable, because if someone buys it in the store or online, it can't be available for sale still through the virtual tour. And so every 2 hours, and this is on their recommendation, we're playing with how often we update the tour. We're starting with 2 hours, but every 2 hours, their catalog will be synced between Shopify and between Openhaus, so that if that product had sold, it will become no longer visible in the 3D tour. So if someone's browsing their virtual showroom, they won't be able to purchase that one-of-one vintage piece. And so that's really important for inventory management, so you don't have customers that are upset that, hey, I was in this virtual showroom and I went to buy this vintage table and it turns out I can't. Because their product catalog is being updated dynamically via Openhaus, that's not going to happen. A couple other things I'll note too that we updated. I need to use my trackpad here, but a couple of other things that we updated here is, let me get this connected real fast. Connected, there we go. Trackpad's a little bit better for these Matterport tours. We also updated our product modal. We call it our product pop-up. So what's interesting about Shopify and other e-commerce platforms is that the product descriptions are actually HTML. And we previously had it set up so that your product description section, first of all, it couldn't be very long, which was an issue, and it could only be text. It wouldn't take HTML code. We have since updated that. So now this product description section can be very long, and it will just, scroll within this little container we have here. But then also you can see there's different font styles and different sizes, and that is the ability to use HTML. So when you import your product description, when that imports from Shopify, it will use the HTML styles that you had in your Shopify product descriptions, which is important because if someone's walking around the store and they click on this rug, there is important information in these product descriptions that you want to make sure they know with something like italics. Or if you wanted to, link out to something else where they can get more information, you can include that here. If you wanted to have headings, lists, etc., we can support all of that now, which is really, really cool. Another thing we updated too, going along with that, is our product group pop-up, which is similar. So we increased the image size so it looks a little bit better. I think images are obviously more important than even the text sometimes. So we increased images here. We also updated the product description section. So within this product group modal, I can scroll through and I can see all of this product description data. So this has been kind of a test for us. So if you have any advice or feedback on how we can improve this product group pop-up, please let us know. A couple other points on this, on the Scout Design Studio one. Let me go to, okay, this is a home called Flip House from Austin Avenue, and it's with a creator that they work with named Design Loves Detail. And as you can see, I'm actually viewing this on Openhaus. I don't know if you can see in the screen share, but you can see that I am at an Openhaus URL. So this experience is taking place on Openhaus's website. An example of this might be, let's say, Austin Avenue. In an Instagram story, they shared a swipe up link to Design Loves Detail's home, and it takes you just directly into the home on Openhaus. When I'm viewing the experience on Openhaus, when I'm shopping inside of this person's home, I want to show you how the cart works. So when I click on this, I'm going to add it to a cart, and you can see that this cart button over here appears. And I can click on the cart and I can see the product that I added to my shopping cart. I can remove it and I can go back, add it to my cart again, shopping cart, and then I can proceed to checkout, and I can check out through Openhaus. This is all taking place on Openhaus, the cart, the checkout functionality, etc. When I'm on Openhaus, I am using Openhaus's cart and Openhaus's checkout. However, sometimes that's not tenable. That doesn't work if you are using this experience on a web page. So what I mean by that is we make it really easy for our clients to embed their 3D shopping experiences anywhere on their websites. So I'll give you an example again with Austin Avenue. This is just a web page that's featuring Design Lives Details collection and the furniture items in her home. If I scroll down, I can see that her 3D home tour is embedded on this web page. And right on top of this product, or on this web page on Austin Avenue, I can, have the same experience. So I'm not on Openhaus's website, I'm on Austin Avenue's Shopify store. Another way that our clients have been embedding their tours is we have a cool API that allows you to embed these 3D experiences on product pages. So this is a product page for this couch. I'll click on this little pop-up and it shows me, what this product looks like inside of Molly's home on a product page. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because I said on Openhaus, when you're viewing the space on Openhaus, it will use Openhaus's cart and Openhaus's checkout. So you can kind of purchase the products that you want to without ever leaving the virtual shopping experience. However, if in like the case that I showed you here, this is embedded on a Shopify store or on a web page, it will actually use the Shopify store's cart function and checkout instead of Openhaus's, which we think is really, really cool. So you can, if you embed this virtual showroom like Scout Design has done, let me refresh this page. We're on Scout Design's website right now, not on Openhaus. I'm going to scroll down and click on this 3D space. And when I'm viewing this 3D space on Scout Design's website, it will actually use Scout Design Studio's cart instead of the Openhaus cart. You can see right here, the cart button doesn't even appear because this is on Scout Design Studio's website. When I click on Scout Design tag right there, I can see this product. And if I want to add it to the cart, it will actually use Scout Design's cart. Check this out. Add to cart, boom. It added it to Scout Design's cart, not to the Openhaus cart. So I'm still on Scout Design Studio's website, seamless, just as if I was on a product page and clicked add to cart on this website. Same thing with this virtual tour experience. Because it's embedded on Scout Design Studio's website, it will use their cart and checkout. And I can just click back and it'll take me right back to this virtual showroom experience. So really, really cool. Let's see, let me just look at my list of other updates we have here. I think that just about does it for updates we wanted to share. One other just kind of, user experience update that I'll note too. This Scout Design Studio store has hundreds, literally hundreds. I think it turned out to be over 300 plus SKUs that were tagged in this store. One thing we didn't love about previous open house experiences was when a space has a lot of tags in it, it can tend to look pretty busy. And so if in the past, if I was in this space a few weeks ago on Openhaus and I looked out here, because there's so many products tagged in this space, you would just see dozens and dozens, hundreds of tags across this room. And when I look across, you would see dozens and hundreds of tags across this room as well. You'd see the one clear in the back. I know there's a product that's tagged clear back here. Before, a couple weeks ago, before we implemented this upgrade, you would see those tags and it would just look like a big jumbled mess. Well, now what we have done is that as you walk around these shopping experiences, you will only see the tags that are in close proximity to where you're at in the space. So watch as I walk around this space tags will appear and disappear depending on my proximity. So it makes a much better user experience. And I think it's more realistic, right? Like if you are physically standing in the Scout Design Studio, if you looked out over the store, you wouldn't actually see just a sea of tags. You only basically see the product tag as you approach the product. And that's the same exact experience that we're going for here. You will only see the tags that are in close proximity to where you are in the store. So, and I think an example of things going out of stock and Openhaus updating that, I know that when we actually helped them create this virtual shopping experience initially, that several of these products were tagged, and you can tell that these are some of their vintage products. I know that these were tagged when we first helped them create the experience, and because they have been sold over the last week or so, Openhaus has updated the tour to hide those tags. So if I'm walking around this virtual experience, I'm not going to be able to purchase these because they were already purchased in the store. So anyways, pretty cool. As usual, please let us know what feedback you have or what questions you have. But that kind of does it for our product update for this week. I can kind of preview some of the stuff we have been working on and that we'll be launching next week. First is efficiency, and you kind of saw it in that tour. It loaded really quickly. Since we've started really focusing on helping people create shopping experiences, that has meant a lot more product data needs to be loaded into the tour, and that has slowed things down significantly. So we've been working hard on efficiency, making sure product data is loaded into the tour in an efficient manner so it always runs right. We've also been working hard on improving our embeds, and we actually have some cool stuff that has some cool projects that we'll be showing next product update, where we've done some really cool custom embeds for some clients that I think you probably have heard of. So we're excited about that, and I think that just about does it. But we will catch you in our next product update. Please, like I said, share this with anyone that you know that might be interested in creating a 3D shopping experience, and let us know what feedback and questions that you have. Thanks.